show tonight.
He's the worst host I've ever seen in my life.
Tell me what to start typing. That's not low-key thick. That's high-key thick. Matthew Berry's 101 is Logan Thomas. Wow. Yeah. You're in post-production on a character named Montgomery Rush. David Montgomery the Rusher?
How the fuck did you do that?
Are you a Jimmy G girl?
Yes!
So you're saying my redirect didn't work. I literally put the fucking redirect in there. YouTube sucks.
It worked for me. I had our stream going here, so it did work for me. It might have been a Nick algorithmic thing. So it's possible you did this right.
All right. So normally, you know, I'm coming in more prepared for this show. Normally I have a tweet out right now, so you get to watch me doing it. I think I normally do all caps is kind of my standard formatting for Randomizer. I'm not in all Spags. Have you noticed my personal style guide? YouTube titles on my channel, all caps. On my personal Twitter, never any capitalization ever, except for Randomizer. Randomizer is the one anomaly I've decided I go all caps on. We're live right now too with Spags. Sometimes it tilts me that it goes lowercase for the names. I think back in the day, I used to actually just kind of try to overwrite it.
To be clear, you had me there, and now you're just redoing it for some reason.
No, well, I was trying to see if I could get in all caps there. Let's see.
I am like uppercase C, uppercase S, but it doesn't matter.
It still works. It still works. It's not case sensitive is what we learned here. All right, so the tweet has been sent. Then I'm just going to show everyone how the sausage gets made. Then what I normally do is I vamp with the guest for a little while. And I go over to my draft where I have a private link. This is a private link, and I share this in the Discord, and I tag people. I'm not going to share the Discord, but I go to Randomizer pings, and I say Spags draft, and I post the link. And then this is a really good indication of how popular you are, is basically how quickly this fills.
You know, you can try to tear me down. We had 1,000 subs. I know for the Fantasy Life newsletter, that's nothing. That's like 1/100th of the following, so I get it. But for us, Pete, it's a big moment. I'm glad to be here. Glad to be promoting Fantasy Life, which if anybody's lived the Fantasy Life, it's us on Splash Play, Pete, because we have done fantasy and betting content every day for the entire year.
We have. It's been, when did we start doing Splash Play? It was fall of 2020, pandemic year?
Yes, fall of 2020, where we thought it was going to be affiliated with our pal Matthew Berry, who's doing much better things now for himself. But that was the goal, was to get the show out in time, and didn't work out. So I'm glad to be on a Matthew Berry brand, not ruining it, to show Matthew Berry that I am in fact trustworthy.
Wow. I thought you just wanted to impress me. Little did I know you're fucking auditioning for Big Peacock here right before my eyes.
Big Peacock, by the way, blowing up before our eyes as well. NBC Sports Edge. I was reading Pat Corain's best ball column on there today. Enjoyed that very much. And with Matthew Berry now on national TV, I feel like I missed the boat not taking the job there last summer.
Oh, I love this. I love Spags. I mean, just we get a few more cocktails in Spags, and he'll tell you every position he was passed over for in the past.
To be clear,
years.
I got an offer. I just got a better offer from Football Outsiders parent company, and now I've kept that brand afloat. Lots of great stuff. I don't know if, Pete, if you heard, we're hiring a very influential person in the best ball space over at Football Outsiders to do some content. So great stuff.
I did. Wait, what? You told me on another show, but I never listened to anything you say. Who is that?
Wait,
Tom, I do now remember.
Yeah.
Is that done?
Yeah, he's starting. He's going to be starting some columns up soon.
Wait, has there been an announcement?
No, that's actually a fresh news item here for all the people who are buzzing about Football Outsiders' latest transactions. Tom Strachan going to be people that want to fill this draft. I'm going to just die of embarrassment and drink my beers.
I'm going to be completely honest, Spags. I'm going to be completely honest, and trust me, I don't want to flatter you. For the private version, this is good. Getting 10 from the private version is good. I am going to share it in the public chat for the two late breaking news. But I did want to say with Tom, he's coming to America. Have you heard about this?
I have. He's actually starting a business called McDowell's, I believe.
Yeah. Are you gonna? I mean, Philly, New York. I feel like you should go up. I mean, he's going to be swinging by the underdog offices. I think it'd be nice for you to do some networking with underdog.
I think you already did this, Pete. I think it's already happened this week, I believe.
Really?
I believe so.
I didn't go this far into the bit.
No, I think he's out at the Fantasy Football Expo, I believe, which another thing we're competing with. We're competing against preseason football.
You know he's going to New York, right?
Yeah, I think he did it this week. I think it was this week.
Oh, he's already been? Did I fucking miss Tom in New York content?
I might be wrong. I could have misread an email or two. It's entirely possible given my general disposition.
No. Fuck. The 111 in the randomizer is a death sentence, Spags. This is it. Us, tipsy, and at the 111 having to do back-to-back prompts. Yeah, Mike sees it from a mile away. A mile away. This is a disaster. See, Andrew says he's here this weekend, so stop trying to gaslight me into thinking I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, Tom was like, "Oh, I'm available this period," and
does everyone know fucking Tom's itinerary? Did he post his fucking United Airlines?
I'm getting this guy before he's a rock star. It's funny because I reached out to him before the underdog stuff broke, and they were flying him out, and I was like, "Oh shit! 33rd team's gonna hire tomorrow just because you're looking for somebody."
I love, depending on how plugged in you are to industry machinations, how many little Easter egg Spags is just trickling out to you there. All right, let's spin the goddamn wheel because this is going to be absolute chaos tonight. Yes, this is Tom's flight deal, flight 1436. Oh my God. I already hate this one. I remember seeing this on the board. Spags must do an impression of Pete as an engagement farmer. If Pete approves that his impression is worthy, draft who Chris wants. If the impression tanks, draft the worst Seattle QB according to ADP. I'm glad you had it according to ADP because boy, would we be taking Drew Lock otherwise. All right, Spags, let's see Pete as an engagement farmer here. Here's my engagement farmer hat if you need to kind of picture me.
Oh, wait. I still have the one promotion sitting. Oh, this thing's fall behind me.
Oh, careful.
All right, there we go.
Okay. All right, let's see the impression here.
Well, it ain't much, but it's honest work. It's engagement farming that I do.
Is that enough?
Do I sound like that? They said to do an impression of me, not me doing an impression of an engagement farmer, not me doing an impression of an actual farmer.
Yeah, I love engagement. I'm Pete. Oh, please hit the like button.
Come on, you're getting warmer. What does me who tries to disguise engagement farming as not engagement farming look like?
Hey, you who's out there that's too cool to buy into the mainstream fantasy football takes, why don't you hit the like button on this nonsense I'm going to spew out right now because it's going to make me look cool in the hipster scene.
Okay, that was more what I think the spirit of the prompt was. Okay, this is what we're gonna have to do with this shit show of a stream. Is we're now gonna have to spin again to get ready for that next pick. So you're gonna get to pick whoever you want. Bride Schultz says dead on. The fucking fraud mortgage king of Puerto Rico has weighed in. And I didn't even put your suggestion on, Brian. It was too uninspiring.
Poor Brian. He is a low ball king, so he's getting the treatment he deserves.
Spags must grab what? That could be dicey. Okay, Spags must grab a baby and or stuffed animal and practice his diapering skills. If he completes in under 15 seconds, draft anyone. Spags, do you have someone or something to show us your mock diaper skills?
I can't. I have to get a diaper. That I didn't come with one handy, but give me, I guess.
Yeah, go for it. Right, hang on, Spags, real quick. You're on the clock for the pick that you earned.
Who do we got? Oh, fucking a bunch of running backs.
Yeah, do you want CD, Kelsey?
Yeah, 6 CD Lamb.
All right, go now. Go get your Oh shit. I guess when you make fun of Brian, you should make sure he's not on the turn before your two picks, where you can snap pick and immediately put Spags on the clock. I can't believe I just went at the man I needed to bribe the most. You are the mortgage king. If I ever need a mortgage in South Florida, I'm coming to you, Brian. Oh no, he snap picked. Spags, you have 20 seconds. Oh no. Spags, you have 12 seconds.
Oh God, I got the diaper and the puppet. Hold on.
Who do you want, Spags?
A wide receiver.
Let's see it. Okay, I would allow it. Hang on,
Jesus.
let's see it on the big screen.
We have a
I mean,
three-floor house, guys. I didn't have a diaper.
wow, how rich.
I
3
know,
floors? Yeah. How rich. Spags, did you hear what happened?
No.
Do you know who's at the turn in between our picks?
Isaiah
It's Brian. It's Brian. So I talk shit about Brian and then he snap picked immediately. Generally what happens is the randomizer drafters, they kind of recognize the ebbs and flow of the draft and they'll sit on the clock if we need extra time to create entertainment for them. And he was so upset that I went after him that he snap picked Dalvin Cook and Deebo Samuel.
What a bastard. What a zero RB bastard. I'm proud of him, but deeply insulted.
The chat loves pointing out when I have autopilot on. I'm going to leave it on just for a little bit, just because I think it'll lead to some good engagement of people saying stuff like auto is in, turn autopilot off. This is, I got to give you guys something to be able to comment about.
Also, I got to say, Alex, not happy with the stream. She's out in the gym area doing her workout, sees me running around looking for a diaper. Not delighted by this premise.
I mean, that's kind of what the randomizer is me asking my guests to do things that put their marriage on the rocks is basically what we do around here. Chat says 3 floors, just in sub to Splash Play. All these guys, I just got an email from Frankie requesting his $5 back on his divine possibility. He just heard you had 5 floors. I mean, I thought you were a man of the people, Spags.
I wanted a ranch house real bad. I wanted a flat house. I wanted to be able to walk from place to place instead. Like, I'll have the baby monitor on down here and you have to go up 2 flights to go check on them. It's awful. It's like honestly a workout within a workout. I'm always hitting my
Tyler
steps.
says free the nipple. $4 super chat and I'll show you some nipple. $16 super chat, I'll show you full nipple. $19 super chat, I'll show you both nipples.
That's a pretty good rate, honestly. OnlyFans, my former employers at Barstool having an issue, I think, with their female workers now joining OnlyFans because it's like one of those gray areas, and they're all making $30K a month. So I feel like we're all missing out.
Wait, is that actual a thing? And they're like, they think they're not spending enough time on their Barstool responsibilities?
Well, it's more that they think Barstool should be getting a cut, I believe.
because they're using the Barstool platform to leverage.
Exactly, yes.
Which isn't that the Barstool conundrum, like with everything, where they blow up these people and then you can use it to leverage it on your own stuff?
Yes, but sometimes they don't follow you to your fantasy football shows. All right, Pete. Well, it's a randomizer.
What did I say? Did I say both nipples for $19.99?
You sure did. Awooga.
Do you want to do a play-by? Oh my God. I should have gone higher. If I knew there was this much
you gotta
demand.
Show 4 nipples now.
What?
6 nipples.
Has just doing a pure OnlyFans been my way to my retirement all along? Is that what I needed to do?
Yeah, you thought you were making it as an independent contractor, and it turns out it was nips. Oh, 1. You got 5 more to go. 2.
What is God? You were worried about this stream.
I thought it was going to be me that was going to have a precarious spot. I didn't realize it was just your nipples having to be out the entire show.
$100 super chat, and I do the rest of the show shirtless.
You know it's coming. There's at least a 50% chance.
No, that's a heat check for all these people who fucking have their. I don't even know how you send a super. Is it connected to your Google Wallet? Do you have to type in a credit card? We should spin.
God, please. No more running up flights of stairs, if possible.
Well, Pete Show dips for $60. The Barstool girls get $30K a month.
I don't think they're showing nips either. I think they're just posting Instagram pics.
I like this one. This is very bonk worthy. Spags must name 10 movies with sex scenes before the next pick or has to draft a player at least 69 picks above ADP. Can we get the definitive 10 movies with sex scenes?
Okay. Knocked Up. Irreversible, Porky's. Oh boy, I might have gone off the ledge there. Are we TV shows? Just movies?
Movies.
Fuck. Pretty Woman. Cocktail. Risky Business. I'm thinking movies with hookers. Showgirls. How much is that? 7?
You got 7.
Oh God, it's 3 more. Okay, there's a lot of them.
It is
There's
a lot. It's a tough ask.
Swordfish.
Okay, yeah, Halle Berry. Yeah.
Oh, no, what's Alexander Daddario wasn't naked? No,
There's
that
a
was
cut.
naked.
I'll let you check the chat here for a couple.
Okay. Top Gun, American Pie. There we go.
Okay. There. I mean, the chat. You guys determine kind of what's allowed. So if you guys post spoilers in the chat, I mean, that's fair game. So you're gonna get to pick whoever you want here, and let's figure out what we're doing for pick 4.
Okay. people pointing out my number 2 choice. There is a regular sex scene in that film. I just want to point that out, but I regret for number 2. I have some
All right,
to look
Spags,
at.
you're gonna have to sing "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star," making no lyrical mistakes. If he gets it right, draft any first or second year player. If he messes it up, he must pick a player 69 ADP places away.
Okay. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder where you are.
Hang on. Fucking sing it. Don't say it. Twinkle,
twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Congratulations. I was really worried about you there for a second. You got auto-drafted Nick Chubb.
Ah! The one thing I don't want is a Chubb.
Because I forgot to turn autopilot on.
God damn it. The chat, it's almost like the chat was warning us about that.
It's almost like the bid equity. I mean, this team is. Wait, we got auto drafted both players?
Well, what am I even doing prompts for? I got puppets with diapers on over here. What is the point?
I mean, elite onesies. I mean, you got to boost your Josh Allen exposure. You have to be massively underweight.
That's true. I don't think a QB in the first 3 rounds is optimal, so I would agree.
Look at Bullock trying to take credit for people sending me $80. We sent him $80? No, people who are over the age of 21 who are employed sent me $80. You fucking sit in your mother's basement. All you have to send me are fucking Mountain Dew bottle caps. I mean, get out of here.
Bullock was cracking his piggy bank as we spoke, and it took too long to count up the quarters and pennies.
I've only ever put the pennies in. I've actually never taken them out.
Also, people pointing out Colin Johnson going off. He was actually a news item we didn't get to for me the other day, Pete.
Of course, Colin Johnson was a news item we didn't get to.
Well, he's been having a crazy camp, and if he could do special teams, he'd be pushing Richie James, but apparently he's just pushing Darius Slayton.
Jesus. I said we do this next one. I mean, I'm sick of feeling the heat.
Can't wait.
Oh, this is a fun one. Spags has to start a second draft on his own, a Puppy 3 or DK Millie, and draft Drew Lock with his first round pick. Puppy 3 is closed. And this is an underdog show, so we have to ignore DraftKings, and you are...
Oh, drafts. Guess I can't do a draft with them. That's the 2 criteria that were in the prompt, but I would do it.
If he doesn't... Okay, no, get in a DraftKings one right now and take Drew Lock with your first pick.
Okay, I don't want to offend. I know Andrew's in the chat. I don't want him to take offense to me hopping on DraftKings. I feel like we're doing a cuckold scene now.
If anything, you're throwing a log jam in their support who would technically need to throw out this draft where you're about to take Drew Lock first overall.
All right, I'm in the waiting room.
All right, we got Malik Willis rushing TD.
Oh, good. I mean, one thing you could do is rush, and the other thing you do is throw a deep ball. Sounds like a young Drew Lock.
What are the Lunchable? You haven't sent enough money to be able to say things like they call me Cock and Colin in the locker room.
Lunchable Connoisseur has the most like outlandish metaphors that'll sometimes like put in the YouTube comments or DM me, and he's a wild card. Lunchable's Connoisseur, I'm glad to have on my side rather than against me.
You just got the stamp of approval from Underdog's marketing coordinator Andrew Mackins.
Honestly, I will say draft on Underdog, have fun. Draft on DraftKings if you want to draft outlandish teams that don't make sense on Underdog.
It's so much softer over there. You gotta check it out.
I gotta hit another 50 on DK, another 50 on Underdog. I gotta do. It's a busy month.
Like you how do you and Davis subscribe to this school of logic that I just can't wrap my head around? Like, where are you guys coming up with this arbitrary amount of drafts you need to do?
Well, I mean, you should try to max, especially the milli makers.
I've already pushed back on that.
I know.
Shit, we're on the clock.
Okay.
This came around fast.
Great.
Did you draft Drew Lock?
No, I'm still waiting for the room to fill because nobody cares about
get
DK.
the punishment. Otherwise, draft Jacob. If he doesn't, you now need to do 30 jumping jacks and draft Jacob Eason.
Well, fuck that. I'm fucking no, this fucking room is filling right now. I feel like I gotta pay it forward.
Okay. Do you promise to take Jacobs?
Yeah, I mean it just filled. It took a while to fill.
All right. Well, then who are we taking?
A wide receiver.
You got
no autopilot.
You got this is a shit show. Now we have to spin for this other pick.
God, this is a difficult show. This is one thing they don't tell you in content school.
Tell me about it, Spags. You said this is my flagship show. You didn't know how difficult it is.
No, I didn't. Not to be in the seat.
Oh, no. Pete must become Nana Pete, and Spags needs to convince her that 0 RB is optimal. If she's not buying it, select the highest available RB. You got to Nana Pete's coming out.
Okay. Oh, great. I love it. I love it. We're doing crossover bits. Of course, this bit's available on Splash Play on the Splash Play YouTube channel. Go subscribe right now. Hit the like button.
This is the most money this channel has ever received. What are the boys must be doing something right. 26.
It's great to see you. I was worried you were dead.
No, I was. I haven't gotten called up to the show. It's hot baseball summer. No time for an old hag like me. What's the hot structural draft strategy this year?
Well, you're on the clock, Nana Pete. I feel like we should take a wide receiver before we sell you on the virtual.
Take a wide receiver when David Montgomery is sitting right here.
Well, when you draft a running back according to proper structures, Nana Pete, you're drafting much less buttocks. Whereas if you go 0 RB, you're getting 8 different butt cheeks in your lineup that you can put your face between and you go, and you can have a great time.
That's all nice and good, but when I see David Montgomery available at pick 62, I go nom, 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 like I'm eating my tomato soup at 10:30 a.m., my third meal of the day, before going to bed at 1 in the afternoon.
Oh, classic Nana Pete being a running back pig, but I don't have to convince you anymore, right? Because I lost
Did you? Oh my God. I've never seen red on this godforsaken channel. Spags, what have you done? People are throwing money at me like it was back in my 20s when I was Candy at that
I can't
strip
wait for
club.
the credit card authorization to be sent back. But Nana Pete, I think the premise was you had to take your shirt off with this. So.
Tyler, I am worried about chargebacks now that I think about it. Nana Pete, I have always said I would never show my tatas for...
Okay, the Drew Lock pick is finally up, so I'm drafting Drew Lock here in the first round. There we go.
They want me to pop my titties. This is unfair. I never thought one of you imbeciles would actually send.
Nana Pete, pop them titties up off your knee and let's see how them titties do. Oh my God. Views skyrocketing as we speak.
Oh, just these little things? Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to turn this draft on autopilot. I'm just gonna let it fucking happen. I can't do this.
I think we have to spin the wheel.
Are we 100 rounds in yet? It feels like
we're not even halfway done, Chris.
Oh, I can't wait for the next 18 prompts to come. Does a Nana Pete character have to last the whole stream?
I don't know, but it feels like I'd rather have my shirt off as Nana Pete than my shirt off without it.
Okay. Come up with a metric that sounds like Pathology 13 would use to evaluate players. Otherwise, draft Geno Smith. The metric that he would use would be pillow talk metrics, which are where you look up the Instagram handles of your favorite player, you find who he's dating, and you upgrade accordingly relative to the baseline. So, whatever that means to you, that's the metric, and charting is going to be subject to different eyeballs.
I like how this show is so off the rails that you have turned into the host. You're reading the prompts. I feel like I can just shake my titties and drink beer the rest of the stream, and everything will work out.
Talk about fantasy life. Boy, I'm living the fantasy life right now.
Oh my god. This is what I feel. I feel like anyone who looks at me and addressing me with their eyes should also pay $100. I feel like I should be doing a solo show for Tyler right now.
Honestly, the amount of super chats coming in, I feel like this might need to be the new show. It's just
Thank you. So what was the name of the mathology bit?
Oh, it was a pillow talk above average. I know that because I did a stream with him last Friday.
Pillow talk above average. I love throw pillows. I have one that says home is where the heart is. Who do you want? I feel like you have gotten boned on your picks up to this point.
I know I've been boned like I'm getting a $500 super chat, but I would take at this point.
We are still on autopilot. I forgot. So my bad. We did get auto-drafted Joe Burrow.
What if an unstacked QB week 17 correlation is the player you need?
Tyler, as the sole proprietor and majority equity holder in this YouTube channel now, if you want Nana to go away, she will. You are now the producer. Them's the rules. Lord knows it would take me 4,000 YouTube videos to make $100 in YouTube revenue.
This is like, Pete, that people don't know about you now that you're doing. Oh, we're on the clock again. I would take Hunter Renfrow.
We didn't even spin. You're supposed to host this show, Spags.
But Hunter Renfrow's right there looking like a snack.
Oh, no.
Oh, what is this? What, a musical?
Oh, Spags and Pete, a character change. Let's look. This is going to be like a Chippendales.
So I just I'll put another hat on a hat. So here's the thing, Pete. Hunter Renfrow kind of looks like my godson, a Huntereccio, who I love and I give a great gabagool to. So I would say welcome him to the family.
Hey, so Spaggies, I got some more bad news for you. Hey, back-to-back streams where we talk Antonio Gibson, my man. How excited are you to get back-to-back shares of Antonio Gibson? I know you love to kind of diversify across drafts to leverage your exposure. You got to be feeling chef's kiss.
I mean, I love the value hound, or as we call it here, the value Italian greyhound, because we go, oh, Maron. That's what we Mamma do. Mia, when I see that Parmesan, I go, wow, ooh. Shirtless, wearing multiple hats. Is this where you envision your career going?
No, I certainly did not. I almost just went to a French accent right there. I don't know why.
I feel like now we're insulting my people who know Hunter Renfrow to show for it. Is it even worth it at that point?
Hey, let's get back into character, okay? I can't help but look at this elite QB roster and think it's missing one thing, and that thing is Ben DiNucci. Can you imagine a little Ben DiNucci rounding out this room?
Man, I can't wait for him to be in the XFL with the Rock propping him up, greasing up those nips to get him ready for $100 super chats every show. Oh my God, that's what.
Hang on. I got some questions for the Lunchable connoisseur. He says I'm literally at the gym trying to work out, and I'm just laying on the bench press laughing. How many things are you trying to do? Weren't you trying to eat dinner earlier? Trying to bench press, send super chats, my guy. What is going on?
If you're a connoisseur of Lunchables, you gotta pound a bunch before you hit the bench. That's the way you get the big gains to get $100 super chats.
$1,000 and I take off my shorts. Okay, I'm thinking, how can I not work for the rest of the month, baby?
Pete Overzet's highest grossing stream is just him doing impressions of various characters. That
I'm glad we got in all these super chats before we headed over to the Splash Play channel, and I had to share them with Chris Spags.
You son of a bitch. What is the prompt? Please read the
You
prompt.
read the prompt. You're the host now. Let's go.
Without saying their name, position, or current NFL teams, discuss the player you'd like to select in Pig Latin. If he guesses correctly, knock him. If he doesn't, or
Big
Spags
Latin.
is proper.
This is layers on layers. Spags, Igpay, Attenlay, Lidek, Edwards, Elaire, right at the top of the QA. What are we thinking, bro?
How about a Idway, a Seaver Ray? Are we ever going to after one, perhaps?
Interesting, Uye, Inkfe, Uye, Idne, Idwe, Isiver Ray, Inway, Iwe, Unlie, Ave, Zero A, Ite, Ins.
Austin Oxday is where is Airway, Eway, Ine, okay. Okay, model.
Ring Bay, Akbay, Orelation K, Equay, Eventine say. Hey, another super chat word. Let's do it.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Rinkday, Orye, Earbay, sir.
Ute, Ears Bay, Flay.
Art Pay, Igpay, Attenlay, Art Pay, Abagule.
Either Ewers vague, Adering Cray. Owing down at alarming 8's Ray.
Ide, Inspay, ASAP.
Oh, Matthew Berry's never going to bring me an NBC at this rate.
All right, so yeah, we're in the round, and so yeah, Spags, your next prompt is name 7 week 1 correlated games in 30 seconds or draft Mark Ingram.
Just put Mark Ingram in. I think I don't know.
You can't name,
I don't know anything.
You can't name. I know 2. I know
Bill
the Rams,
yeah,
in the Bills, and I know from my Monday morning stream that the Lions play the Eagles.
And also Green Bay and Minnesota is another one, but we're still halfway there.
I forgot. We're back on autopilot.
I'm wearing 3 hats.
Where's my draft?
Oh God, we're drafting like some bad players draft for we're drafting like the Annecy Ockflay.
Do you know whose viewers don't go down when they're streaming? The Annecy Fayok play.
But they're not about the art.
I'd like to see that fucker take his blazer off and show his pecs.
That's true. He could never get $100 super chats for showing nips. You can't do that with a blazer. You'd have to have a special blazer made.
What do you think? Another running back here?
Yeah.
No,
can we correlate running backs and Josh?
We had to take Mark Ingram was your punishment.
Yeah, no, we got to take Mark Ingram. Yeah. Caps lock Ingram at that.
I'm only at 3%, so it's nice to get some exposures up here.
What
do you know we're only halfway done?
Tournament?
Spags, we are only halfway done. Do you realize that?
I think the double stream might have been a bit ambitious, would be my thought.
You want to know the truth, Spags? So I made this promise, and I'm sitting here looking at my calendar before I'm like moving out of this place, moving into another place. I'm going to Vegas at the start of the season. I'm looking at my calendar. I'm like, there's no times I can do this other than this Thursday. And I had a long talk with Lauren about it. I said, look, this is the only time. I made a promise to do
this. We got 1,000 subs.
I was like, Lauren, you should see the way Spags' eyes lit up when I told him he was invited on the randomizer.
I think we do the best organized chaos stream in the world. And I honestly, Zion is correct. 100%. Also, you are looking fucking shredded. How are you working out this much when you're moving in like a week?
I go to the gym, Spags.
Anorexia.
Does it look like it?
Like, these beers are my calories for the day. I'm entering on my fitness pal, and that's it. This is my cutoff.
Don't body shame me.
I can't believe I'm doing a stream with Fabio on the Fantasy Life. That's really what I can't believe.
I am glad I got in that kettlebell workout earlier, though. If I do that $100, the sole reason I work out is
dude on my YouTube channel in 8 hours. Boy, the workout.
I've been working out for years under the thesis of what if one day one man is crazy enough to send me $100 on stream to take my shirt off, then it will pay off. And that day finally came, Spags.
I'm glad to be a part of it. Glad to be a part of history. I don't have to destroy my home apparently, unless the prompts get really off the deep end.
Oh yeah, so. Don't act like you're off the hook yet. We are spinning.
So since this is just the stream we're doing now, Daigle unfollowed the Splash Play handle, and I just want to put that out in the universe.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I do track people, so I unfollow them to keep our things pure. And I mean, he follows me, follows you, doesn't follow Splash Play. It's it's like, what have we even done to John Daigle? Is what I wonder.
The amount of things I've done for this guy, and for him to unfollow. I mean, just mute. Just mute. No one gives a shit. No one will ever know if you mute. Why did you have to unfollow?
Is it a conflict with 4 for 4? Are we feuding? Is Football Outsiders feuding with 4 for 4? We have to fight in the parking lot?
All right, Spags, this is a fun one. You need to change your thumbnail behind you to the last picture on your camera roll, or draft a rookie running back.
Okay, all right. I don't think it's anything obscene.
How is it easy for you to change it?
Oh, yeah. Let me send it to my laptop. Hold on.
Okay.
This is going to be... It'll be complicated, but not that complicated. This will be helpful for you, Pete. The last image I have is me sending Alex a sleep training schedule for Luca to try to make him go to sleep, because she doesn't want to let him sleep train at all. So I'll pull it up.
All right, let's see this. I agree, Lou. This was a great prompt. I forget who sent this in, but it is a terrific prompt. We're going to get to watch Spags. This is his bit Spags does on Splash Play. He classically always has the monitor behind him. Even when he was on vacation, he managed to get a monitor behind him with the thumbnail.
Yep. All right, hold on. That's for the private collection. Yeah, here's...
Hang on. Let me go back. What is this, Spags?
So this is the sleep training schedule for when... So in day 1, you got to check in after 3 minutes the first time, after 5 minutes second time. Then the third time, you go to 10 minutes. So you're trying to get them used to crying themselves to sleep, so you're not miserable every night. And this has been a big debate in our home. So there we go.
Casey, I do have to give proper credit to Casey there. Incredible prompt there. I am definitely been thinking about the sleep training stuff. And because it does seem like it's hard, right? Because having to listen to your child cry seems like it's probably heartbreaking, but you also just have to pull off the Band-Aid, right? To not enable them too much.
At the end of the day, Pete, it's about business. And I think Luca knows that he's making everything suffer with the business right now of waking up every couple hours. So I would say that it's not as hard for me, but it is hard for, I think, a mother. And it is hard for a mother whose parents are psychologists, as Alex is. So there we go.
Spags, you do finally get to make a pick.
Oh, thank God.
You do need a tight end or
Jacoby.
a wide receiver.
Oh, do we need a tight end? Irv Smith is there again.
Is that it's your pick? You pick who you want.
I would take Jacoby Myers. I think we can get a tight end late, but we should take a receiver who's okay.
Jacoby Myers is the epitome of okay. I think that works.
I mean, he's losing his job to Tyquan Thornton, so that's where is going on here. I'm getting vertigo.
I'm clicking a lot of buttons. I'm going to a wedding tomorrow, and I have so much shit I have to do. That's why I was so hesitant to even squeeze this stream in.
Okay,
with a fully straight face,
no smiles or giggling.
Spags, let me fucking host this show. With a fully straight face, no smiles or giggling like a Spags. Try to sell Pete on why Drew Lock is the QB1. If you fail, which you obviously will, draft Drew Lock. Let me hear it, Spags. Give me the actual case here.
Okay, so what if in week 17, the only thing that matters is going to be a bubbling up Seahawks New York Jets game in Seattle. Star QB Drew Lock, who is known for two things, throwing the deep ball and running with reckless abandon, shows up, throws for 300 yards, runs for 4 touchdowns in that game. And the correlation still benefits DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, who go well behind ADP just because of the fact that they are Seattle Seahawks. Does that mean anything to you, Pete Overzet, with your sweet nips? Show up to the camera and tell you fun.
I've never heard such a crock of shit, something that I can barely believe. I can smell the bullshit from a mile away. This man stumbles upon one good content bit and then tries to triple down as he actually has conviction that Drew Lock is a good pick when everyone and their mother knows that no one wants a quarterback on the Seahawks, much less the third string quarterback. But okay, it's a good bit, and people will tag you on Twitter when Drew Lock is mentioned, and that dopamine rush of ats on Twitter feel good. And sure, it will destroy your brand when Drew Lock is cut from the team, but you'll always have the summer of 2022.
I like that the auto draft turned on solely because you drafted Drew Lock, it seems. It was like, this has to be a mistake.
Thank you, Ryan Hodge, for the $5. Normally, people have been clarifying what the money is for, and I feel very relieved to just receive money without asking me to do anything.
Like, honestly, though, this is like a pretty sick hand gesture for Drew Lock. Like, it's a lock. It's a lock.
What are you doing?
I'm doing a lock.
It looks like a crab pinchers.
So it's more like a this. It's a lock.
What was you were spending too much time in Maryland. You're doing
It's fucking breaking crabs is very difficult. That's the thing they don't tell you in Maryland until you're done paying for your bill, and then they go like, "Oh, here's how you crack a crab." It's unfair.
I'm getting shamed for my tank top tan now. Jesus,
I have the farmer's tan going. I think. Oh, you can't see it because I actually I dull my skin tone on camera so people don't get intimidated by how tan I am.
I can't believe how slow this is going.
It is incredibly slow, yet we've really crammed a lot of content in these 42 minutes.
Spags, let's drink.
Okay. Yeah.
If I'm going to ruin my evening, let's ruin our evening.
You want to chug one? Because I have a full beer pretty much here, if people.
Sure, why not?
All right, here we go. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ugh. That's too heavy of a beer to be doing that with, but oh, look at his sweet nips. Oh, can't wait to freeze frame that. This is the most new you've been on a stream, and you've done a lot of streaming.
Yeah, I don't like it's not something I set out to do, Spags, but if I've been just kind of doing the math silently here during the stream, if I got an extra $100 every stream, let's do the math. 360. If I stream basically every day, 365 times 100, that's another $36,000 a year that I could add to my salary. I am starting. Could you put me in contact with some of the Barstool girls and kind of how they monetize?
Oh, I will. Well, I don't. I shouldn't say it. For one of them, I will say I have the photos for free. So, suck that person who's had a thriving career.
Why didn't we just chug a beer? Because now I'm feeling it.
Oh no, it was an awful idea, but we did it. I had I set 6 beers aside for the stream. I have now done the beer 6. Yeah,
This is my 6th beer.
Okay, so we got to make this one last for the next 5 rounds. Hey, cheers! Cheers to Modelo.
Wow,
hey boy, I don't
now
think
I'm
I'm
getting shamed for my chugging. I'm sorry I wasn't fast enough for you.
Yeah, your throat muscle, the one muscle you didn't strengthen enough.
Who was the guy that was in 32 puppy slow drafts? I have kind of a Kama Sutra approach to chugging. That's a bad turn of phrase.
Also, can we brief?
Sorry, I didn't mean to play that twice.
Can we briefly shame everybody who's doing puppy drafts at slow right now and fill that tournament up? And they're just gonna be drafting for the next fucking 30 days while I can't have a $5 tournament on Underdog. It's upsetting.
You mean the Red Badge Brigade that had to get their one? No, but this goes back to it's you're trying to shame the people. We're not even doing the show anymore. Like I just completely forgot to spin the wheel. But I do need to go off on this rant. It's you and Davis and the people that get this artificial thing in their head that they have to max it. That's the reason why all these Red Badge Brigade bros join all the slow drafts. Spags,
because
you're part of the problem.
Draft live against me. Fucking bring it live.
Pete has to commit to what next year? To what? I literally don't know what you're talking about. What do I have to commit to?
To your nude body.
Spags, tweet this. Wide receiver is so deep this year. Got to get at least 5 RBs through your first 6 rounds to win 2022, especially in the DK Millie.
Okay.
Here's Spags. I'm going to post it in the private chat.
Okay. Tell me what I need to. All right, there we go. Oh,
Yeah.
great. I'll grab it from here.
Lunchable. You're fucking eating dinner. You're doing bench press at the gym. You're tweeting. You're talking. Like, how many things can one man do? What am I supposed to commit to? Tell me what I'm supposed to commit to. I just had my 9-year anniversary last night that I barely got to celebrate because I had to fucking do content and home inspections. And you want me to commit to what?
Again, just to nudity. I think the people want nudity.
Mango says I have 38 slow puppy drafts right now. Suck it, Spags. Did you tweet this, Spags?
I just tweeted it right now.
Oh, do you retweet? Is this a retweet?
No, I did not retweet that.
No, I'm saying do I
your
retweet
titties
it?
finally getting out there. Yeah.
I can't retweet that. That's too much.
You can. I feel like you can retweet.
No,
out of
I
all
can't.
people
It's
can
too
retweet
much.
it 'cause it's you looking.
It's too much.
Like you're gonna do WWE next.
What, Spags, what would you do if I popped over to your profile page and you saw I had you muted?
I would be so sad. You've been replying to stuff. Pete's been trying to engagement farm on my behalf a little bit lately, I think.
What? And you had to add the emojis in? You couldn't just fucking send it?
I got the core copy in there. I did what was asked.
Underdog, I have a feeling you're going to sever my deal after this show.
Andrew's never going to give me money now.
Wait, we're on autopilot. I've been on autopilot this entire fucking draft. We just took Gesicki. You did finally get a tight end. That was probably the pick we needed.
Agree. I mean, honestly, like I feel like Auto Draft a great product on Underdog, and I would love to get a share of their $35 million fundraise.
I would never judge anyone in puppy slow drafts, Nick. That would be completely hypocritical.
What a great product. I can't believe I didn't think of it, and I can't believe I didn't think of 15-second drafts and Best Ball Mania coming up. I think that would be a terrible. I mean, it'd be crazy. I couldn't think of it, Pete. Couldn't think of it.
So tell me, I need chat. This is like when I say to Lauren, I'm like, just tell me exactly what you're thinking right now. Just literally, just completely unfiltered. I can't guess. Just tell me. I need you to know what you want me to commit to, chat.
Communication is key.
Thank you.
Yeah, we did our couples therapy before having Luca, and I will say that out loud because I think it's an important thing for people to do. Communication's key for chats, for people with their titties out on stream getting $100, for anybody. It's just important to talk.
Do you think I should have put a time clause in the $100 offer?
Probably, yeah. Probably would have been wise.
I'm so new to all of selling my. You're right. I am drafting in the Draft Sharks Invitational in fucking 11 minutes.
I'm sure they'll really appreciate how seriously you're taking your content.
Spags. Okay, full disclosure, I wrote this prompt. No one tapped this incredibly rich vein. Spags must DM. I also want a screen share for this. Spags must DM George Kittle, who famously follows him on Twitter, and ask him if he thinks 3 tight end builds are viable this year. If not, select Will Disley.
Okay.
Incredible prompt. Admit it. Share your screen.
All right, hold on. I'll do it. I'm pulling up Twitter. I used to pull up a blank DM first. Not that I'm saying anything weird. I just feel it just feels like good form. All right. Let me share the
Spags. For those of you who don't know, Spags, like every other episode on Splash Play, he's like, well, George Kittle actually follows me on Twitter. Yeah. Look at all. Yes.
Hey, hold on. Oh, he's just G Kittle.
I think that's him. Yeah.
Okay.
What is going on in here?
Did he send? Oh, he sent Tinder screenshots. No, it's a different George Kittle. It has to be, right?
No. Wait, is that the actual George Kittle?
No.
I mean,
oh shit, it is. You just sent it.
George
Kittle to the Tinder blog.
All right. Yeah, let me. Kittle, you're a king. So Spags, you're gonna need to explain. First of all, you had this bit, this show you used to do where it was Tinder based, but you never told me that Kittle engaged with you.
I didn't know. I didn't know until now that I fucking blew up George Kittle Tinder screenshots.
You never knew that George Kittle sent you Tinder screenshots.
Look at like this.
What? Spags, how did you not know he sent you those?
I don't think he wasn't in the league yet. This is 2016 that he was sending them.
So you were ignoring him.
I didn't know. I was getting a lot. I was getting 500 DMs a week. I didn't know.
500 DMs a week, and now you're on this fucking show?
Oh, trust me, Pete. I didn't monetize an individual creator as some fucking nip-sparing fantasy life host. No, Pete, I missed the window.
You're right. Yeah, he was drafted in 2017. So you're saying this is
so while he was drafted, he just got drafted and was sending in this screenshot.
Scroll down. I got to see the message. Kittle, you're a king, but also, hang on. Are 3 tight end builds viable in best ball Jurassic Park? I just want to know.
Well, I'm going to lose my 1 tight end follower. It's over. It's over for me.
I can't believe you never knew that. You brag about Kittle sending you or following you on Twitter.
I never tried to DM him. I just fucking let it ride. It's already like my comments most tight end besides Pitts. I fucking love George Kittle. I hope he doesn't take offense to George Kittle. If you're watching,
you got 8 seconds to make a pick. Who do you want?
George Kittle is even.
No,
can we get draft Ross Dwelly? Can we draft?
You want to draft Ross Dwelly?
Yeah,
there you go. The amount of times I've been on autopilot in this draft, we got David Njoku. How did that happen?
Oh, if he knew we were drafting Ross Dwelly, the autopilot would not have done that.
Oh my.
I'm glad that Pat's enjoyed this. This is gonna be a least watch randomizer stream, but I feel like that was a magical moment with an NFL
honestly,
player.
The views are good. Spags must name in order the 7 running backs in front of Tyler Algier on the Falcons depth chart. They famously released their running back depth chart the other day. Tyler Algier was listed 8. Or at least name the 1 converted corner now running back on the list. If not, you must draft Coleman. Can you do this?
It's Cordero Patterson, Damian Williams. Is Kadri Allison still there? I don't have 7. I mean, they do that for rookies. To be clear, Tyler Algier is the lead back. He's an alpha male. He should be following me on Twitter so I could send him DMs. Like, I think we can all agree about that. But I lose this prompt. I don't have anywhere near it.
Yeah, so I wrote this up in the Fantasy Life newsletter the other day. We had Cordell Patterson, Damian Williams. That was pretty much locked in stone. I think, well, not necessarily. Algier number 2. But then Keith Smith, Quadre Allison, Caleb Huntley, Avery Williams is the converted corner, John Rain, and then Tyler Algier listed in 8th place, Spags.
Okay. I mean, it's just, putting the rookies in their place. The same thing for their other rookies. Like, it just happens. That's showbiz. Drake London was also the bottom of the wide receiver depth chart. It just happens.
Amanda, you weren't supposed to find this stream. Please don't tell Jordan or Matthew or anyone who sends me a monthly check about this.
Fucking all the Fantasy Life staff followed me this week. Like, Jordan hasn't followed me. Elliot hasn't followed me. They all followed me this week. Kendall hasn't followed me. And now they're seeing this debacle. And this is my first impression to them, to my peers.
Spags, I'm going to have to do a lot of smoothing over after this show.
I have behaved. It's not my fault. You're a little sweet.
You know what?
Just keep popping out for money.
You might be okay, Spags, because most of the Fantasy Life team is heading to the Expo this week. I know some of them had some flights out tonight, late tomorrow morning, or early tomorrow morning, I should say. So maybe this just kind of flies under the radar. Maybe no one talks about what happened here. But I know you're going to wake up in the morning and you're going to be like, maybe I should make some clips from this show. I feel like it could be good for my personal brand. You know it's true.
I don't tweet clips from my handle. I tweet them from the Splash Play handle or Trey, our intern, who you abandoned that character a while ago, but he tweets clips, and that's just life,
That was such a half-hearted character bit you did. Spags tried this character early on in Splash Play. He's like, what if we had like a fake intern that we always reference? And that bit died after like 2.5 limp dick weeks.
Well, the important thing is we got 1,000 subs now, Pete, and those dollars are rolling in. All those super chats from the previous show, those were all on the Splash Play handle, baby.
I just, how when you're drunk, time kind of ceases to exist and things go by really fast. This draft has been the longest draft of my entire life.
I have to pee so bad. It's only been 55 minutes, but I do think the double show really is what made this a little bit tough.
I mean, I was trying to do some stuff before the show, get stuff done, and I was like 2 hours. Wow. That's a lot.
But the thing is, like, you and I, like, again, the 24-hour stream, I think you and I could do those solo. We could do them together and it'd be a breeze. It'd be a completely fucking batshit insane breeze. Okay, give me a prompt.
Name 5 NFL player wags or draft the top running back on the board. Wags, for the uninitiated, if you're not a horn dog, means wives and girlfriends.
Natalie Newman for Drew Lock, Ciara for Russell Wilson, Giselle for Tom Brady. I'm just going off Mathology's rankings. That fucking busty BBW, who's not really a BBW girl, for Matt Corral. Stormy Daniels. No, it's a different Stormy Daniels. No, it's Rainy. I think it's Rainy. I was gonna say Rainy Wilson. It's Rainy something though. Somebody in the chat will know. And I need a 5th one. Oh God, now I'm blanking.
Yeah, I have the 103 in this draft. I need to make sure what's going on with this.
Just draft Cooper Kupp, call it a day. They're gonna take running backs.
It's super flex and tight end premium. Just hold your horses.
Oh, so Kyle Pitts, 103.
All right, I am gonna have to juggle a few things here. Yes, that's exactly what Spags just did. Did he complete the prompt? I stopped paying attention. Like I've done all night.
5 out there.
Who do you want? This is the
whatever
worst
wide
team
receiver. Any wide receiver? I can't see. I don't know.
Who do you want?
I want Sammy Watkins. Okay.
Oh, is that a Davis callback there?
No, I just want a wide receiver and use the first
name.
Your
voice went up at the end of the sentence, and Davis loves Sammy. Why do I keep going on auto draft?
Because they don't think the picks are logical, and I think they're shaming us through that.
All right, final spin.
I'm so ashamed of George Kittle. Like, he still follows me for now, but I'm gonna keep checking to see when he unfollows me. It's gonna make me so sad.
No, I'm not, Anthony. I'm not. Have Spags guess how many Twitter followers he has. So this one came in. I know Spags, like, he literally wakes up in the middle of the night to check his follower account. For every number he's off, he needs to go that many spots down in the ADP for the pay. Go for it, Spags. I know you know this down to the fucking decimal.
So I did see the today of this one. It was 23,125. I think it's probably 23,130 right now.
I mean, I can't even. 23,130. You're sick.
To be clear, I usually don't check because, like, since I was at 30 flat when I left Barstool, and I went down to 20 and then I've crawled my way back up. So it's been a haul for me, Pete.
Who do you want? You want to get to 5 wide receivers in the classic 3-7-5-3 build?
Can we take Isaiah Coulter, please?
Yeah, someone finally you understand bid equity.
He's on the rise according to the Bears depth charts, which you would know watching this stream if you've subscribed to Splash Play and watched all of our shows.
Spags, this is truly something. You know what we'll do?
Mm-hmm.
This is what we'll do. I'm not ready to say goodbye.
Oh no.
So we're just gonna screen share my Draft Sharks draft.
Great. Who else is in this draft? Tell me the luminaries that are in this room.
So 101 is Crack Rock. Some people might not recognize his name, his official name, Greg Cantor, but this is Crack Rock. Sorry, John, don't know who you are. We got Scott Barrett from Fantasy Points. Kimber Slisher, one of the most decorated high stakes players. We interviewed her once on Fantasyland back in the day. Josh Larkey from that site that you mentioned earlier that is hiring a bunch of people. Austin Martin, Theo, Biplab, Ryan Hodge in the chat, posting photos of me shirtless. Elliot Chris, my boss at Fantasy Life, and TJ Hernandez from 4 for 4.
Okay. So, I mean, look, I think we could beat this room.
Yeah. So, yeah, this draft will probably take, I don't know, probably 2.5 hours. I'm going to go get some more Modelos.
Is Larky filming TikToks in between? Is he also taking his shirt off to compete?
Yeah. Hey, Larky, you want to get the views on TikTok, buddy? Let me show you how.
Green. Oh, your standing desk really paid dividends there for that fucking reveal.
Like I told you, the long con, working out, standing desk, all for this very moment, Spags. No, we are going to shut this down. We appreciate you. I don't know what this was, honestly. This was a bad idea. It was an objectively
art.
The second, because I normally, Spags, I do generally kind of pride myself on my ability to listen and be present in the moment. And the amount of times you said things tonight and I didn't register them was a lot. And that didn't make me feel like a good co-host. And I just want to say I apologize for that.
Is that thanks to our new sponsor, Modelo? That's providing the fuel for fantasy life?
Yeah. I mean, Modelo, I haven't ventured into kind of non-fantasy related partnerships and sponsorships, but if there's anyone that I will sacrifice my morals for and shill relentlessly, it is Modelo, the most refreshing, crisp Mexican beer there is.
It's crazy
Cheers.
refreshing. I've never had a more refreshing beer in my life. Unless you go to the Splash Play YouTube channel and subscribe right now, please, for the love of God. Keep us moving. Keep us ahead of. If we beat Rotoviz, Pete, I feel like I have to like sacrifice something to the altar.
Hang on one sec. Mark says, "Hey Pete, I think YouTube is at some hijinks again because I subbed and now I'm unsubbed. Check your sub levels." Look, I'm gonna have Spags. I was just at my new house having an inspection, and I'm actually gonna have that guy come over and check my sub levels. And I'm gonna have him send me an inspection report about my sub levels because something's off. Spags, if you're not fucking subscribed to this channel, congratulations, you're doing life right. Spags, they can follow us every single week on Splash Play. We go Mondays and Thursdays, and on the start of the season, we have to figure the flip switch date, but it's not going to be on this channel anymore. We're going to be on our own Splash Play channel. Where can they find that?
Yeah, go to youtube.com/c/splashplaypod or search Splash Play on YouTube, but subscribe on there because starting with the NFL season, starting with week 1, the streams will only be on there. The shows will be only on there. More content will be on the Splash Play channel, but it's all part of the growth process because Pete is ascribing to the fantasy life on here. We live the fantasy life on Splash Play. So please come join us and please go draft wisely with the Draft Sharks is what I would say.
All right, guys, we appreciate you. Have a wonderful weekend. We will see you guys next time on the Randomizer.
Oh.